everybody, welcome back to another Menu Monday. This week I have a lot of new meals, and I had Abel here so I can assure you they are kid friendly. The only thing he picked out was the beans on the Frito pie and the butternut squash in that recipe. He thought they were carrots. I told him they weren't, but he wasn't having it. So anyway, other than that, he ate really well. So if you have your grandkids or your kids and you're looking for fun kid-friendly meals, these are for you. And most of them, I think all but one, were in the crock pot because we were very busy this week. We had to go to the pool and we went out to lunch and, you know, all the fun stuff you do with your grandkids. So anyway, without further ado, I'll go ahead and insert those now. The first thing we're going to do is cook the ground beef in the skillet. Now that's done, we're going to drain that, put that into the crock pot, and then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. We need 1 chopped onion, and today I decided to use my chopper. I haven't used it in the longest time, but it is kind of convenient. Now we're going to add some chili seasoning. The equivalent of Rotel, and 2 cans of beans. Now you can use whatever kind of beans you want. I use chili beans. We're going to add the water and mix everything up and cook this on low for 6 to 8 hours. I think I did 6. All you have to do is put some Fritos in your bowl, put the meat mixture on top, and I did some sour cream and cheese on top. Here are your ingredients. Super simple, super good. The first thing we do for this recipe is cook the butternut squash. Now you're supposed to peel it and cut it up into 1-inch cubes, but I did it the lazy way. I bought it already cubed, which worked out fantastic. It's a lot less work. So we'll just get that olive oil warmed up, and we're going to dump the butternut squash in the pan, and we're just going to get that browned. Alright, now the squash is done. We're going to take that out, just put it in a pan, and we're going to cook the Italian sausage. I'm going to cook that till it's no longer pink and somewhat brown. I just kept breaking it up with this masher just to get smaller and smaller pieces. You want to drain the grease from the sausage. I just used a paper towel for this. There wasn't that much in there. And now we're going to add garlic. Some sage. And some white cooking wine. I'm going to mix that all up and let that just simmer for about 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, we're going to put the butternut squash back into the pan along with the chicken stock. And just simmer that until your squash is tender. And then you're going to put that in a pan with the cooked pasta. this last section. Our neighbors came over and I got kind of preoccupied, but I took the meat and the butternut squash mixture and I put it in a casserole dish, and then I added the pasta that I had boiled, which was a penne, and I mixed it in a 9x13 pan, which I'm going to show you now. And then I topped it with cheese. You can use any cheese you like. This is a Fiesta blend. And now, I'm sorry about the noise, Abel's here. And we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. And then I'm going to broil it. And the only reason I'm adding that to the recipe directions is because I was outside and everything kind of got cold. So I want to heat it through. So I'll put it on 350 for 30 minutes and then I'll broil it and I shall be back. This came out so good. Even Abel loved this, so we're really impressed. It had great flavor with the sausage, and we even had leftovers for lunch the next day, which was really nice. I hope you give it a try. This was a super simple dinner. It was pool day, so I wanted something to cook. That way, when we got home, I didn't have much to do. So the first thing you have to do is cook your hamburger. And I got that drained. And then you put that into the crock pot. You see Abel's there. He's already got his swim trunks on. I've got my bathing suit on. We're ready to go. Now we're going to dump in some onion, beef broth, cream of mushroom soup, and some tomato paste. After that, all we're going to do is mix it all together, put the lid on, and cook it on low. It says 6 to 8 hours. I just did 6 on ours. Like I said, my crock pot cooks fast. And all the ingredients for each of these is at the end of the clip, and also on our website rvlifeintheusa.com I have ingredients and directions for each of these recipes I'm doing today. After we got home from the pool, I just put in the sour cream and the cheese. I mixed all that up and I put the lid on to let it sort of melt and combine while I cooked pasta. You can use any noodles you want. I think I did corkscrews. And you dump those in, mix it all up, and your dinner is ready. It was great, great taste, and it was perfect for a day where we were gone and came back late. I hope you give it a try. It's definitely kid approved. For the chicken pie, the first thing I'm going to do is cut up the onion. I'm going to go ahead and use the chopper. It was in the draining board from yesterday's meal. So we'll go ahead and get this done first. Now in a separate bowl, we're going to mix the cream of chicken soups, I'm going to add poultry seasoning. You can use whichever one you like, and I did use more than what it called for. You can just use as much as you prefer. And then we're going to add in the milk and get this mixed up. We're going to put the chicken breast in the bottom of the crock pot. I'm just rinsing this off. Now we're going to pour the soup mixture on top. And spread out the onions. I had quite a bit of onions, so I decided to put my vegetables in the middle. Usually I would use frozen, but I just happen to have a can of mixed vegetables, so I'm just draining that, pouring that on top. Now I'm adding the rest of the onions. And this is cooked on low for 6 hours per the directions. My crock pot, however, cooks very fast, so I just did 5. Once it was ready, I made some biscuits, canned biscuits. You can either dip them or spread them in the bowl and mix them up. It was so good. It was one of the best pot pies that I've had. Hope you give it a try. I hope you enjoyed this week's Menu Monday and the meals that I showed. I will have all the directions along with the ingredients on my website, rvlifeintheusa.com, and in the comment box below I'll have the direct link to this week's blog. On there also all the things I use in the kitchen with links to those. So if you're interested in anything you see, check there first. If you can't find it, just give me an email. Email's down below too. Send it to me and I'll see if I can figure out where I got whatever it is you're looking for. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you join. Please hit that subscribe button, and if you hit the little bell next to it, it'll notify you every time I put up a video. I'll see you guys on Thursday. If you made it to the end of this video, please put a knife and fork emoji. If you can't find one, just type knife and fork. Simple enough. I love y'all. Have a great week. Bye-bye.